that he would hire these like sex workers, and like they would have, sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do. She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that like I spent all these years writing these songs for him to rip my friend to, like, is just disgusting. I remember one time her telling me that, I think it might have been The Perfect Match, that movie that she was in. And she told me that she had a black eye under her makeup.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I mean, look at his rap.
After being named in the sexual assault lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs, Cuba Gooding Jr. is now speaking out and sharing what he knows about the rapper. With public figures like Jaguar Wright, Cat Williams, and Lil Rod already accusing Diddy of secretly funding illicit activities within the entertainment industry, Cuba Gooding Jr. is adding his voice to the growing list. He has begun revealing details about the time he spent gathering information, aiming to expose the darker side of the industry and Diddy's alleged role in it.
It's one of those moments in my life where I was trying to numb the pain. So I would, just kind of go out and not worry about a thing, and it opened me up to a lot of interactions with people in clubs and bars and whatnot. And it's, the world knows I pled guilty for the count of forcible touching, kissed a waitress. So that's that. I'm not here to shame anybody or to take any of these women who've, made their statements. But it is one of those moments where I look back and I say, how did you find yourself in this scenario, in this situation? And then the police show, she makes a statement to them. They review the tapes. The tapes, they review every moment that they can for the time I was there. They don't see any of the claims that she made. And then the special victims unit personnel from the DA's office shows. And they explain to this person what they saw on the tapes. And the person obviously went ahead with putting out a warrant for my arrest.
This isn't the first time Diddy's name has been linked to serious allegations of abuse and misconduct, but the new claims brought forward by Cuba Gooding Jr. are especially disturbing and hard to ignore. Among the growing list of accusations surrounding Diddy, a former male employee has come forward, alleging harassment and coercive grooming. Shockingly, some of these claims suggest that Cuba Gooding Jr. may have been involved or present during certain incidents, further complicating the situation and adding weight to the unfolding revelations.
Picture?
Nah, I ain't get to see it, but
oh my God. Yo, listen to me, man. I don't know if it was what they call it when you take two pictures and they put it together, stuff like that. They what they call it when they put the pictures together and it don't belong together, but they put it together. Whatever,
side by side.
Yeah, whatever they call that. Cuban Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his lady. That's how close he was to him. And then his hands all on his leg and everything. It was crazy, bro. I don't even believe that. So when you see Cuban Gooding fighting a case here in New York, when he said the girl was saying that he was groping her and everything like that, I'm glad they didn't show that picture at his trial. Because he would have been guilty. That's how close he was to that kid, man.
So you seeing on pictures, do you believe his claims?
Yeah, I believe his claims. Somebody put something in Cuba Gooding Jr. ear that this was fresh meat, or see, can you break him, or see, can you do something? Because don't no other man be that close to no other man, for that reason. Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, do you know him? Have you ever met him before?
No, I don't think I met him before. Cuba, I can't recall me, though.
Allegations are mounting as high-profile names, including Cuba Gooding Jr., continue to surface in connection with the lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. Reports suggest that Gooding may appear in compromising photos mentioned in the case, though no video evidence has been confirmed. This development adds another layer of controversy to Diddy's legal troubles, as the investigation now extends beyond him to include other celebrities such as Chris Brown, Meek Mill, Young Miami, Stevie J, Usher, and Diddy's son, Justin Combs. None of them have made public statements so far. Rumors indicate that Cuba Gooding Jr. is especially upset, reportedly blaming Diddy for drawing him into the scandal and threatening to sever ties. Given Gooding's own legal history and ongoing efforts to protect his reputation, his frustration is understandable. Meanwhile, legal documents obtained by TMZ appear to support allegations from Rodney Jones, who claims Diddy used deceptive tactics and took him on a yacht trip to Cuba, where uncomfortable and inappropriate incidents occurred. Jones alleges that Cuba Gooding Jr. made unwanted advances and even provided a photo as evidence. According to the lawsuit, Diddy could have intervened but failed to do so. Cuba Gooding Jr. has faced similar accusations in the past, including multiple claims from women in 2019. Whether or not he is directly involved in this current case remains to be seen, but Diddy is clearly at the center of a growing web of serious allegations. As more people begin to speak out, additional stories are coming to light. For instance, comedian Dale Hewley recently mentioned that Dave Chappelle's well-known rejection of a $50 million deal was minor, compared to other behind-the-scenes pressures. Hewley hinted that he himself had declined similar offers multiple times and that these experiences are just the tip of a much larger issue for which he is a first-hand witness.
That girl went through some tumultuous that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business. Do you understand that? I've been next to people who are top in the game, in the music business. And they had said to me, yo, I had a lot to get to this position. You understand? They have said that. So I can imagine what that little girl went through with old boy. She ain't lying that thing, because if she would have lied, he would have fought her tooth and nail. He would have fought her tooth and nail, bruh. Don't get it messed up, Art. He would have fought her tooth and nail. That little girl ain't lied nothing that. She ain't lied about none of that. Do you know what she's going through? She know what she's going to go through for the rest of her life? Her kids going to go back and see this on the internet?
Moving forward, Williams has suggested that both Diddy and Harvey Weinstein may be backing abusive practices within the entertainment industry, pointing to their involvement in the same social circles. He also recounted an incident that took place in front of his own agency staff, revealing Weinstein's unwillingness to make compromises to achieve success, an attitude that, according to Williams, was paired with inappropriate behavior during that encounter. Williams claims he has been pressured for years to remain silent, which he believes contributed to the spread of misinformation about him. He emphasized his commitment to ethics and integrity, stating that he has never compromised his principles or taken shortcuts in his career. In his view, this steadfastness is part of why he has never received major industry awards, despite his contributions.
Over there because I don't play. I don't participate. Like, you can't buy me, not because I'm not for sale. You can't buy me because I'm not in the store. It just meant something to me because on our side of the war, coming in, we have to agree that we're not going to win any awards and we're not going to be nobody's favorite, and we're going to miss out on a lot of the things that they're going to get over there because we're not like it and we don't do what they do. We're not willing to do the things they're willing to do. Therefore, we won't get what they...
Williams went on to highlight the consequences he faced for speaking out against such disturbing incidents. He revealed that major studios distanced themselves from him after he raised his voice, choosing to sideline him rather than confront the truth. Despite the professional setbacks, Williams has remained firm in his values, refusing to compromise his dignity or remain silent about serious wrongdoing in the industry.
Hey, I knew that that's the end goal. So if that's the end goal and I'm there when I start, why would I deviate from that?
Right.
Remember, my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. And I never had sex. That was my only goal.
Williams made it clear that he always knew the path he needed to take and stayed true to it. He claims he never accepted any of the shortcuts or offers from powerful Hollywood figures like Weinstein or Diddy, and he stands by that decision. His integrity has earned him genuine respect. When he enters a room, people recognize it. Williams also stated firmly that he refuses to be silenced or financially manipulated by Diddy or his associates. He will continue to speak out on difficult issues, regardless of threats, negative press, or even pressure from powerful circles. While Cuba Gooding Jr. may still be holding back key information, for now, Williams' courage in standing up, not just for himself, but for others like Cat Williams, is worth recognizing. That concludes this update. Feel free to share your thoughts and stay tuned for more.
That girl went through some tumultuous that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business. Do you understand that? I've been next to people who are top in the game, in the music business. And they had said to me, yo, I had a lot to get to this position. You understand? They have said that. So I can imagine what that little girl went through with old boy. She ain't lying that thing, because if she would have lied, he would have fought her tooth and nail. He would have fought her tooth and nail, bruh. Don't get it messed up, Art. He would have fought her tooth and nail. That little girl ain't lied nothing that. She ain't lied about none of that. Do you know what she's going through? She know what she's going to go through for the rest of her life? Her kids going to go back and see this on the internet